Okay, so we're literally live right now, and drama is apparently kicking off, so much so that Rosanna Pansino is like tagging YouTube and YouTube creators and stuff, and calling YouTube and Mr. Beast out, and this is all stemming from the Just Trish podcast. So we are literally live right now, and this is like just came out. So if you're watching this on YouTube, we are discovering this together. Rosanna Pansino, who is a YouTube creator that is very much so not involved in like any drama, like probably one of the squeaky clean YouTubers, I think pretty commonly known as squeaky clean, posted and said, "I've been allowing others to treat me poorly in private for many years, and I'm fed up. I'm gonna start standing up for myself and finding my voice." What the fuck is going on? Let's get to the bottom of this. Mr. Beast lied, oh my god, and edited me out of the top 3 in Creator Games 3. I had participated in Creator Games 1 and 2 and was excited to be a part of YouTube's Creator Games 3, which is a hide and seek at SoFi Stadium. Oh fuck, SoFi Stadium? My god. After filming had wrapped, I truly couldn't believe how well I did in the competition and was proud of what I achieved. I came 3rd. When the video was released, I was shocked, disappointed, and felt hurt. Mr. Beast, Jimmy, had edited the video to make me look like I performed worse than I did. Why? This was extra upsetting because I genuinely believed him when he said that his videos are authentic and real. Oh shit, she's dragging. He edited the video to look like the final 3 people were Lorray, Logan Paul, and Zach King, when the final 3 people were actually Zach Quackity and myself. Wait, what? Why would he do that? For the entire duration of filming, we all wore earpieces connected to walkie-talkies. They would announce in our ears when someone had been found or when we had to move hiding spots. If you didn't move, you were immediately disqualified. While I was still hiding, they announced that they found Logan Paul. I couldn't believe that I outlasted Logan Paul. He is a fierce competitor. It was getting really late. We had filmed for over 24 hours straight, and they eventually offered me money to come out of hiding and quit the show, but I declined. I had been counting the eliminations, and I was currently in 4th place with Lorray, Quackity, and Zach, and myself still remaining. Mr. Beast, Jimmy, asked us to move hiding spots again to the side of the stadium with the mannequins. It was at this time that I was found in transition, moving to my next hiding spot. When Jimmy found me, he brought me to the field to be with the others that had also been found. I thought that I came 4th. However, Lorray had fallen asleep and hadn't moved in a long time, so he was disqualified. This meant that I got 3rd place. When I arrived to the field, I saw MatPat and Logan were there because they were seekers now. Jimmy said he was going to go look for Zach and asked if anyone wanted to join him. I offered to help, but he said that he wanted to take Logan instead. So I hung back to start looking for Zach in a different location with MatPat. I placed 3rd, Quackity 2nd, and Zach 1st. This is what actually happened. Despite Jimmy editing out the only female in the top 3, I was proud of what I achieved. I followed the rules of the games, gave it my all, and never gave up, and they can't take that from me. Wait, why would he do that? What, just... Okay, I don't think I've ever heard Rosanna Pansino call anyone out. So it being Mr. Beast is delicious to me because Mr. Beast really irritates me with so much love. Let's hear what she says. She looks fierce sitting here, by the way. Look at this. Have you ever seen a more fierce stance?
We started talking a little bit, and I really am someone who gets really excited about other creators. I get excited for people. I get excited for friends. I get excited for, and he was just blowing.
Beautiful.
He was making all this really cool content. A lot of philanthropy work.
Right, like helping others.
Trisha's wig.
Philanthropy? Oh, philanthropy. I was like charity work. Yeah, like philanthropic. You help people, yeah.
Okay, you got it.
I didn't know that until I'm excited because I know what you're saying, but I don't know.
Just nod and smile.
Yeah.
I was just like a huge fan of all those efforts. I thought it was so cool, like planting all the trees, the ocean cleanup. So when he reached out for me to be on Creator Games, I was on 1, 2, and 3. The first 2 were digital because it was during COVID times.
Oh, wow.
Those 2 games, and I had a blast.
I can't get over Trisha's wig.
so much fun. And then when I got invited to do the third one, it was at the SoFi Stadium. So it was the first one in person. And we did like a major hide and seek and challenge game. And it was over 24 hours. We were up for, I think I was up over 30 hours straight. I didn't sleep.
Yeah, I think the challenge was around 24, but you wake up before you're there. So
yeah.
It'll go up for longer.
Oh my God, straight?
Yeah, and I'm just confused what happened there. Again, I didn't get involved in any of the drama. I was nice to everyone. And they edited me out like midway through the video. The thing that I didn't understand, and I'm still confused today, and it hurt my feelings, is like when Mr. Beast talks about these creator games and challenges, he said, it's all in good fun. Like, audience, don't take it too serious. All of the money that's won is donated. It's given away. So we can just have some fun with it. And I was like, yeah, that's really cool. And so when it aired, when the video came out, my friends were like, what happened?
Really? Because you weren't in it?
They had me get eliminated like somewhere in the middle. And I was really proud of myself because I'm not mean and competitive. I just go out there and do my best. And I actually beat other creators who were super...
Hold on. I want to pull up her being eliminated. How the fuck did they, like... What? How did they get her being eliminated if she was in it to the... Creator Games, is it called? 3. Let's investigate this. Creator Games 3. Oh, God, that big-ass smile in that thumbnail from Mr. Beast. Okay. Okay, so I see her already. She's right here, wearing a little jumpsuit. Who's emailing me at this hour? Oh my God, it's someone watching this stream. Hey! Whoa, that is a big email. We want to create a jingle for your Twitch channel. Okay. I will look forward to your response, positive or negative. Oh my God. I've never had someone end a business email like that. I'll look forward to your response, positive or negative. So here we're seeing Ro. Okay, when do they eliminate her?
I would start to get a little nervous. The second half's when I turn it on. That's so gonna go. This is very something I could. This is where things get serious. Chandler, reveal what's under that. Upstairs.
Okay, wait.
They realized that they could have just flushed this toilet. But they head upstairs.
Wait! She's already gone. That's not Ro. Where's Ro?
Wait, I actually don't know who's in the list.
Okay, so Ro's still in it at this stage.
Now, everyone knows this is the most accurate way of measuring. She's a thumb and a pinky away. You're a little
Oh, wait, has Ro already been... What?
bit more than a thumb and a pinky away.
I don't want to watch this entire thing.
And for this next competition, these 9 creators are going head-to-head in a talent show with Jimmy.
So she's still in it.
Phil to pick his favorite. Next year first wins.
Okay.
Holy frick, they are so fast.
Did he say the entire freaking stadium?
I don't think they realized that they could have just flushed the could have just flushed this toilet. They head upstairs.
Wait, I'm confused, and then it cuts to her being, like, eliminated. Like, it's not really... Where is she?
Join the $1 million game of life for Bella.
I know she wasn't eliminated. She was top 3, but I just don't understand how they, like... She's, like, fully edited out of this. Yeah, why? Literally, this is 12 minutes long. Please.
A lot of male creators who are super competitive. They're very talented. Like, these are big creators. And so I was proud of myself that I had accomplished
I can't get over how amazing Ro looks right now. And the way she's sitting...
that. And they edited me out somewhere in the middle when really I was top 3.
Wait,
and
what?
in the
How?
edit, they have like, okay, top 3 is Larry and Logan Paul and Zach King. They weren't top 3. I beat Logan Paul.
What?
Yeah.
So who were the top 3 with you?
So it was really interesting. So when we did challenges, cut it down to I think 10 of us or something.
Yeah,
and
so
then
they did it all in one day, but he released his 2 videos. So the first video, you do all these challenges, and if you win the challenge, you go on to the next round, which is the big hide and seek. And so Ro won one of the challenges. She beat out everybody, so she made it to the hide and seek part. So yeah, I think they got rid of half. I can't remember exactly. I think it was they got rid of half in the first one, and then the finalist.
and there
was
wasn't
the
a lot of
second
girls left.
Did they reshoot?
Okay, wait. So is there another video? Oh. Extreme. $1 million hide and seek. Okay, hold on.
Where? Oh, Bella. This here. Sorry, it didn't work out.
Okay.
Bella, you
So Ro's still in. We can see right here.
didn't manage to win
Oh, wait, but now she's red. But now she's been eliminated? When did she get fined? Wait, there's Rosanna.
I thought I had it for sure. For sure.
Wait, so she didn't get caught?
It had been another 2 hours since we found anyone, and I was tempted to make the circle smaller again. But right before I could do that, I stumbled across one more person.
If I were to hide anywhere, it would be this room. Wait a minute. Is that some sneakers I see right there? I'm gonna guess it's Logan. This feels like some Logan stuff.
What?
Oh, Bella! How long have you been here? Sorry it didn't work out, Bella. You didn't manage to win this million.
Okay, so Rosanna's still in it now.
I tried.
I'm gonna go find more people. Attention, 5 remaining contestants. Bella,
Rosanna's still in it.
I'm shrinking the playing field down to the first floor. This is where things get serious. We're having to move floors.
Okay. Okay.
They gotta be moving. Wait, who's that? Wait, where's the camera? Who's that? Oh! Oh no! Rose, you're not fooling anyone with those big pants.
Wait, what? I'm so confused. Okay, so they didn't find out that it was Rosanna, which means, in theory, she wasn't eliminated. So they ended up playing, but they were able to use that they had found her to get rid of her, but they didn't. They said, oh, you can't get away from us, but they didn't find her because she ran on. They saw her, but they didn't know who it was because of the hoodie. But they knew the outfit. I'm confused. She said Lorraine was disqualified for not moving before they saw her. But she said that Logan Paul was eliminated before her. Why is this edit so confusing? So now this is the top 3, but Rose said that Logan was actually helping them look for things. What a confusing edit.
How are they editing you out when you're got so far? Did they like reshoot with Logan?
I don't think so.
No,
I think they just spliced it.
It's just the way they edit it. Because it's just a bunch of footage of people by themselves, so you can kind of edit it in any order you want, as long as you shoot around different people not being in the background when they shouldn't be to tell your story. And so on this one, they made it to where Logan was number 2, and they said, oh, we found him 1 minute before we found Zach King, who did actually technically win. You can talk about that a little bit. But they're like, but no, they had found him hours ago, and like Roe made it further than they showed in the edit.
I was top 3, so that was very confusing. So when I'm watching it, they had Logan, Zach King, and Larry be top 3, but Larry fell asleep, so he was disqualified because one of the rules in the game was that every time Mr. B said to move locations, you had to move, and if you got caught in transition moving, then you're caught, and you had to move or you're
You
just
couldn't stay, because
disqualified.
there's like 6 floors or 7 or
Of this
whatever.
huge
And
stadium,
he was
so-
saying, okay, no one on floor 7 anymore, so anyone on 7 has to go
Had to move down
So if you
or-
are on a high floor and you fell asleep, you get eliminated because you're not moving.
Right.
Wow.
So I followed all the rules, good sportsmanship. I tried really hard, and I was top 3. And so it was so weird to see the video.
What happens if Lorraine had just fallen asleep and they couldn't find Lorraine? Like, do you just... How do you wake Lorraine up? Like, play fucking Heated by Beyonce or something? Or like Taylor Swift style or something like that? Like, blasted in the speakers? Like...
Oh, these 3 guys are top
Oh my
3. And I
God.
felt so like, what?
Did you ask him? Did you email anybody about this? Are you like you should have at least said like what happened?
No, you know me, I don't say anything. I take all my feelings and I shove them down into my little toes and I never talk about
Have
it.
some whiskey.
And I have some whiskey and I move on. Speaking of whiskey, Logan Paul and I, he was so sweet. I have to say that when we were doing the creator games together and worked together, he was kind to everybody on set.
Yeah, Logan's great.
The whole crew, he introduced himself to everybody. He was friendly to everybody.
Yeah.
He even took me aside and we did a shot of whiskey together. He had great sportsmanship. He didn't cheat. It was just really a pleasure to work with him.
Yeah.
It was a great experience that way. And I didn't know what to expect. I had never worked with him before. And I was pleasantly surprised then. And I don't want to say disappointed that nobody said like, hey, Ro made it to top 3. What's going on publicly? Like no one said anything, but it's not on them to call somebody out or it's not,
Did other people see you or just the top 3 saw you obviously? Or like when people were eliminated, were they sent home?
you could go home, I think if you wanted to, but a bunch of people hung around. Like Matt Pat hung around.
Because it was a long, like I think the day went longer than anybody expected.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
they really did, I will say as far as like the timing it took to find people, they didn't cheat that in any way. So like literally it went long and they just let it go long. They didn't try and like rush it. So people were exhausted, like hour 23, 24, 25, 26. Some people are like, I'm leaving. I'm literally
just
gonna
quit.
leave. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
So some people left, but Ro is very like, I agree to do it. I'm going to help you. And anytime we film with our friends, we do it for free. Like she goes on Try Guys all the time.
Yeah.
And we're like, don't even talk to us about it. We're not going to do it. We just want to
Yeah.
support. And so same thing with that. Like Ro's going to be there until it's done.
You guys are punctual, professional. You guys show up to everything. Like your own sets are like that. You're very that person.
I love being on set and I love creating things. So I'm just such a supporter, and I was so happy to be there, and I was like just giving it my all, and I was just so heartbroken when the video was released because it made me feel like I wasn't good enough. I understand, like Logan.
I mean, I can't imagine spending 24 hours on set of something, and then when the video finally comes out, it's 12 minutes long, by the way, and your efforts aren't even shown.
Has such a huge following, and he's literally a professional wrestler, and that, like, I get it, but it just made me feel like that you're not enough, and it didn't feel good.
Yeah.
It really,
It's very disrespectful. It's very disrespectful.
especially when he just says that it's all in good fun and it doesn't matter who wins because it's all going to be donated and given away. Like, why would you edit me out? And I beat Logan Paul. I survived hide and seek longer, and he even said something cute like, "You're never gonna find Rose. She's so small. This place is so big. Like, she's the one to beat. Like, this is." And I'm good at hide and seek. That's my game. I'm good at it. And
And what a story, you're this tiny girl and nobody would expect it. And I think just in general, like equality, gender equality, yes, if it naturally didn't happen where 3 guys win, that's one thing. But there's a woman who beat out Logan Paul, who's a crazy athlete and amazing. And I think that alone is such a story. And why
I was just so proud of myself.
Yeah.
And I told my mom, I was like, "Mom, you won't believe it. Like, how did this happen?" I was so excited. And then when the video came out, I was just felt so low. I felt,
oh my God.
I think it's similar to the same thing on Scream Queens is like with producers, they are bad at telling a different story than the one they already want. And so it's just bad producing.
When the story that actually happened is better than what they produced.
yeah, pretty much. It was so weird. And a little tea about the winner. So Zach King won.
And we love Zach.
And I love
We
Zach.
love
Full
him.
disclosure.
You love all the
I
people on the
love
show,
him.
yeah.
And he's got the cutest little babies. And I have a soft spot. But we signed a contract with like the stadium and YouTube saying that if you're going to hide and seek, you had to hide in places that were like safe and like plain sight
Easily
places.
accessible.
They said, for example, like in the lounge, they have couches. Like you can't take a knife and cut open the couch and climb in there. Like that one episode of Sunny in Philadelphia with Danny DeVito when he's like hiding in the couch. Like,
And they even gave an example on the document. I remember it's so clear that
It
said,
said-
on the field, there's like a 2-foot tall fence to separate the field and where the coaches or whatever would be. And they were literally like, don't even jump over this 2-foot tall fence. You have to walk around it for safe. Like, and I remember that so clearly. It's just calling out this little fence that like wouldn't keep a chihuahua in.
Right,
Like,
yeah.
they're like, don't. So the rules were very like,
In
be
place.
safe, don't do anything weird, don't
Yeah.
damage the property.
They said, don't go into the air ventilation, like don't go in the ceiling. And so I didn't, I'm going to follow the rules because this is a game. So
Yeah,
it's not
for
fun.
fun.
It's not fun if people are cheating.
Yeah.
And so Zach King, his final spot was in the ceilings. He went
Where they sent out to go.
Where they sent out to go, and it
Mhm.
did a ton of damage. And there was ceiling droppings all over the floor.
Oh shit! She said, "One last thing before I go. One last thing before I go. They cheated and broke the rules of the stadium and contract." She said, "It doesn't affect me much, but one last thing before I go. They broke the rules of the contract in the stadium. Are you aware?"
From where he had climbed around, and Matt Pat was literally like, "I think he's got to be here because look at all this damage." And I did see 2 maintenance workers working in one of the lounges, so I said, "You know what? I did see some maintenance guys. Maybe they're working on the ceiling." And he was like, "I just don't think so." And that was right. I mean, Zach
was up
had
there.
gone in the ceiling, so technically that was cheating in our
Right.
contract. But
Yeah, Rose should have got
and-
second because Larry.
yeah, I would have gotten second. Larry fell asleep.
Zach went in the
Zach
ceiling.
King
And
kinda
then the
cheated
one
with
guy
the
I think
ceiling.
did beat you.
Ducky.
What is this?
Why do I call him Ducky?
Ducky.
Ducky.
Who's Ducky?
Hold on, I'm gonna look at his name real quick just to make sure.
In my defense, we've never hung out before, so that was the first time I was meeting him, and I don't think I remembered his name. Quacky Ducky. Wait, is it Quacky?
I'm gonna look it up because they only
Quackity.
put that poor man in the video.
Quackity.
So he probably got done dirty too.
Wait,
But let me-
really? But he was like top 4 with you guys?
He was.
I think he got third in the edit. I'm trying to remember.
Quackity.
Okay, so the overall conclusion is that people like Logan Paul were obviously favored for the edit rather than people like Ro.
thank you,
Ducky's
Mike.
cute though. Ducky, Quackity,
Same
yeah.
family, same family.
What a great name. What's Quackity? Do I wonder on YouTube? I don't know him.
I know, isn't that cute?
I love it.
It's
I love
the
these
cutest
names.
name ever.
Yeah, people come up with
So-
really creative names.
Yeah, I'll have to lay it out. I'm gonna draw it out, Trisha, because I'm gonna get it like I'm gonna draw it out so you can
How
see.
come you never said anything where you're just like, I don't want drama, I don't want, I mean,
I
it's not
think
drama.
what's
it's not,
important to me is being easy to work with, being fun to work with, and friendships. And I think I value those things so much. I value them more than sometimes my own well-being. And I've had a habit over the years, and I've kind of mentioned it to you, like in the first act of my life, it's hard being young because you're learning your boundaries, you're learning who you are, you're learning what you want to be, and there's a lot of trial and error. And I feel like I really want to be a good person, like a good friend. I want to be a good like coworker. And so I realized in the first act of my life, I would just eat it.
because it's just
And-
easier for you to.
Eat it. Eat it. Eat it, eat it, eat it. Yummy, yummy, yummy.
Easygoing, and
Right.
that's what people know you as.
Because I didn't want people to be mad at me and I didn't want people to dislike me by being honest.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's helping anyone to like lie about it. I don't think that it's helping anybody.
And it's dealing with the backlash too. Like, you know,
Right.
she was an unknown actress. What are you gonna do? Go up against a huge production company?
Yeah.
And Mr. Beast is the same way. If you have a bad experience, everyone just says, "Well, you're jealous," or "Oh, this," or "Oh, that," or "Don't do it," or
Lying,
"Oh, that,"
yeah.
and then you can immediately have 100 million people harassing you all of a
Yeah,
sudden.
you
That's the
can
hard
be
part.
like cyberbullied if I say anything that's not positive about Mr. Beast. I already take so much privately that taking it also publicly, it's just a lot.
Too much.
It's a lot of crap to take that I shouldn't have to.
Yep.
And that's when I actually stopped watching Mr. Beast content because he always in interviews says the thing about him is he keeps it real. Like,
Right.
he really.
I'm really curious as to what's going to happen from her tweet. Because her tweet's doing well, and she's literally tagged YouTube, Mr. Beast creators, Matt Pat, Logan Paul, and Zach King. I'm very intrigued to see what'll happen from this. Like, will YouTube release a statement from this? Will Mr. Beast release a statement? Interesting. You know what I mean? Like, do you think that they would release a statement? Or no?
You know, gives away these cars.
I don't know.
Gives away all this money. It's real. It's real. It's real.
I think they'll just come out and be like, oh, the edit, we didn't have time.
It was.
I just can't. I don't fathom it. I don't understand why.
I don't understand why.
The
All I know is that
story-
it felt awful.
And it's not even popularity. You're up there. I truly don't know the other two. I know Logan. I don't know the other two. So I mean, you're one of the biggest. You're mainstream. You have what, like 15 million subscribers, maybe more. And it's just like, so it's not a popularity thing. And even if that's the case, you think they would let you know in some way? I don't know. It's just
Yeah.
very. And they never reached out to you. No one told
and
you this is the
it's-
edit.
No, and it's just not very genuine. So if it isn't genuine, being upfront about that is the way to go.
Mm-hmm.
But he's saying that it is genuine, and that's not what happened. And now I'm like,
Ugh. And something that you just put so much of your time in. Like you said, you're not like getting paid to do this. You're not whatever. You're like putting time into it. It's
I
something you're
show up
proud of.
because I'm excited for another creator. I want
Yeah.
to support them. I put my all into it, and then you just feel like crapped on, and you feel like. I feel like I don't try to compare myself to other creators. I really, when I was a gymnast, I kind of got in this mindset where you're on a team, but you're by yourself. Like when you compete, you're by yourself. So I'm always pushing myself to be my best self, and I'm not worried about what other people are doing around me, how they're performing, because their performance does not affect my performance. And if someone genuinely beats my score because they killed it, then good for them.
Right.
They killed it. You know, I know that on my best day, when I'm shining 10 out of 10, I'm gonna kill it. So it's weird that I don't feel competitive with other people. And I just feel like there was like a ranking order, and that just feels like crap.
Yeah, like you weren't good enough for whatever reason, which doesn't make sense.
Oh, I am so interested to see what's going to happen from this.
One of the most bizarre things I've ever heard, especially with such a big creator, especially with another YouTube creator. Lionsgate's one thing to do it to a small actress, but creator to creator, it's very bizarre. And
was really weird.
And people ever ask you about it? Like, oh, obviously you've done so much with Mr. Beast. Do they ever, like, your fans ever ask you?
Well, I've always been supportive. I'm still supportive.
Yeah.
When he launched the chocolate bars
Feastables.
and all the other projects, even called releasing those gummies, Mike, because I genuinely like supporting people. I just don't understand why the support doesn't come back. And like also,
Why are you?
it just feels icky, and it kind of felt like a boys' club.
very much.
And
I mean, it is. That's what it was.
I haven't been around another creator that made me feel like it was a boys' club, and then I wasn't welcome.
And Mr. Beast of all people. If Logan is like, you know, you would think that about Logan or Jake, but like Mr. Beast, who's supposed to be family friendly and also just very open for everyone. Like that's the most shocking and be the most hurtful thing. Because
Yeah.
you think he's not like that. I'm so sorry.
I really don't even know. It's just so weird.
I mean, it's something that is still.
All right, we'll leave it there. Now, again, I do just want to read her statement one last time to kind of end it off. I'm very interested to see what's going to happen from this. Mr. Beast lied and edited me out of the top 3 in Creator Games 3. I had participated in Creator Games 1 and 2 and was excited to be a part of YouTube's Creator Games, which was hide and seek at SoFi Stadium. After filming had wrapped, I truly couldn't believe how well I did in the competition and how proud I was of what I achieved. I came 3rd. When the video was released, I was shocked, disappointed, and felt hurt. Mr. Beast had edited the video to make it look like I performed worse than what I did. This was extremely upsetting because I genuinely believed him whenever he said that his videos are authentic and real. He edited the video to make it look like the final 3 people were Lorray, Logan Paul, and Zach King. The final 3 people were actually Zach, Quackity, and myself. For the entire duration of filming, we all wore earpieces that were connected to walkie-talkies. They would announce in our ears when someone had been found or when we had to move hiding spots. If you didn't move, you were immediately disqualified. When I was still hiding, they announced that they found Logan Paul. I couldn't believe that I outlasted him. He is a fierce competitor. It was getting really late, and we'd filmed for over 24 hours straight, and they eventually offered me money to come out of hiding and quit, but I declined. I'd been counting the eliminations, and I was currently in 4th place with Lorraine, Quackity, Zach, and myself remaining. God, what a boring competition. Sorry. Like, great that it's for charity, but like, fuck me, 24 hours just sitting by yourself? Fuck. Zach, I'm like in a confined. Zach asked us to move hiding spots again to the other side of the stadium with all the mannequins. It was at this time that I was found in transition moving to my next hiding spot, which was the video we watched. When Jimmy found me, he had brought me to the field to be with others that had been found. I thought I came 4th, however, Lorraine had fallen asleep and hadn't moved in a long time, so was disqualified. This meant that I got placed 3rd. Whenever I arrived at the field, I saw Matt, Pat, and Logan were there, and they were now seekers. Jimmy said he was going to go look for Zach and asked if anyone wanted to join. I offered to help, but he said that he wanted to take Logan. So I instead hung back, looking for Zach in different direction with Matt, Pat. I came 3rd, Quackity came 2nd, and Zach came 1st. That is what actually happened, despite Jimmy editing out the only female in the top 3, but I was still proud of what I achieved. I followed the rules of the games, gave it my all, had fun, and never gave up, and they can't take that away from me. Oof. It feels crazy to have Rosanna Pansino calling someone out. And I'm on her side. Well, we'll leave it there, but Jesus, talk about a breaking story in the moment. All right, I will see you all very soon. Jesus.